So I moved to New York with my herbs, my bones, and a whole lot of ancestral wisdom. Nobody told me the ancestors don't do well with subway delays. Back home I read the wind, I read the bones, I read the sky. Here they read their phones and don't look up when I walk by. I burned some sage in my apartment, just a little bit. Fire alarm went off, whole building had to sit outside for it. Back home everybody knows my name, knows my mother's too. Here I said, how's it to my neighbor, and he had no clue what to do. I'm a South African healer in New York City. Hey. Traded the Karuins for taxis and Broadway. Ancestors don't do subways, don't do rush hour crowds. I burn my herbs at midnight, hope the smoke alarm's not loud. Still barefoot in my spirit, even in these shoes. This city's got its own kind of magic. I'm starting to lose myself in it. Holla loud. To read a woman's cards inside a coffee shop. She said, wait, this is real? Like, actually real? No prop? I said, ma'am, I've been doing this since before you were born. She Venmo'd me $40 and looked mildly torn. Back home the elders sit with you, no rush, no clock, no fee. Here everybody's running, got no time to just be. I'm a South African healer in New York City. Traded the Karuins for taxis and Broadway. Ancestors don't do subways, don't do rush hour crowds. I burn my herbs at midnight, hope the smoke alarm's not loud. Still barefoot in my spirit, even in these shoes. This city's got its own kind of magic. I'm starting to lose myself in it. Holla loud. A cab driver asked me to read his palm at a red light. I said, sir, I need more than 40 seconds. That's not how this works, all right? He said, lady, this is New York. Everything's 40 seconds or less. Fair enough. I read it anyway. He tipped me, I confess. I'm a South African healer in New York City now. Turns out even skyscrapers bend if you show them how. Ancestors learn in subways, learn in rush hour crowds. I burn my herbs at midnight and this city's kinda proud. Still barefoot in my spirit, even in these shoes. Guess wisdom travels anywhere, that's the news I choose. The ancestors say, tip your driver, always tip your driver. So I got invited to a dinner party on the Upper East Side, brought my bones, my herbs, and absolutely no idea what vegan charcuterie means. Hostess asked what I do. I said I speak to the dead. She laughed, thought I was joking, poured more wine instead. I threw the bones right there between the cheese and the bread. She went quiet real quick when I said her granny said hey from where she'd fled to. Back home a healer's welcome at every single table. Here they Google traditional healer under the table. I got Muti in Manhattan, ancestors on the Upper East Side. Between the kale salad and the bones, nobody's terrified. Told a man his business was about to fall apart. He fired his business partner the very next day. Bless his heart, still speaking to spirits in between the small talk. This city didn't believe in magic, now it can't stop. A woman asked me for a love spell over dessert. I said, ma'am, I don't do spells, but I'll tell you what hurts. Told her the man she wanted wasn't the one, not close. She cried a little, thanked me, then went back for more of that goat cheese, I suppose. Back home we sit with grief for as long as it takes. Here they got 8 minutes for the Uber leaves. I got beauty in Manhattan, ancestors on the Upper East Side. Between the kale salad and the bones, nobody's terrified. Told a man his business was about to fall apart. He fired his business partner the very next day, bless his heart. Still speaking to spirits in between the small talk. The city didn't believe in magic, now it can't stop. By the end of the night, 3 people wanted readings. One wanted to know about her ex, one about her breathing. One just wanted to know if the ancestors liked her apartment. I said, honey, they think you should get better curtains. I got beauty in Manhattan, and Manhattan's got me now. Between the bones and the small talk, we found a way somehow. Told the truth that whole table didn't solve anything. This city wanted magic, turns out I'm what they needed. Still speaking to spirits, still telling the truth. Guess the ancestors travel just fine in a coupe. And yes, ma'am, new curtains. The ancestors were very clear about that. So this one CEO calls me in big office, glass everywhere, says, we need clarity on Q4. I said, bow it. I need clarity on why you've got 7 monitors and no plants. Walked into that boardroom with my bones in a bag. Everybody in suits, nobody wanted to lag behind on the meeting, but I said, sit, we're not done. Threw the bones on the table, right next to someone's lunch, still warm, still warm, still warm. Back home a meeting waits for the ancestors to speak. Here they got a calendar invite for every single week. I got ancestors on Wall Street, beauty in the boardroom too. Told the CFO his numbers are hiding something true. He went pale, called his assistant, canceled his whole day. Turns out the ancestors don't care much for cooking books, I say. Still speaking plain in between the jargon and the noise. This city runs on hustle, I run on my Uma's voice. Intern asked me nervous, is this like a whole thing? I said, child, I've been doing this since before Wi-Fi could ping. She asked about her boyfriend, I said, leave that one be. She looked relieved, said, thank God, I thought it was just me. Back home we don't rush wisdom, we let it take its time. Here they want the whole reading inside a 15-minute line. I got ancestors on Wall Street, beauty in the boardroom too. Told the CFO his numbers are hiding something true. He went pale, called his assistant, canceled his whole day. Turns out the ancestors don't care much for cooking books, I say. Still speaking plain in between the jargon and the noise. This city runs on hustle, I run on my Uma's voice. Security asked what's in my bag. I said, bones, herbs, and the truth. He said, ma'am, I gotta scan that. I said, bow it, good luck with proof. By the end of the day, 3 execs wanted a reading each. One just wanted to know if his ancestors were proud. Ag, sweet man, he asked so gently. Got ancestors on Wall Street, and Wall Street's got me too. Between the bones and the boardroom, we found a way through. Told the truth, and that whole building didn't soften one thing. This city wanted answers, turns out that's what I bring. Still speaking plain and steady, still telling it true. Guess the ancestors ride the elevator just fine, right up to view. Ja. And
No, I will not be doing a follow-up call. The ancestors don't do Zoom.
Hey, they said New York, the city that never sleeps. Nobody warned me my ancestors don't sleep either. It's 3 in the morning and the taxis are honking, and my great-grandmother is telling me to check my landlord's paperwork. Back home by 9 o'clock, the whole town's gone quiet. Here at midnight, it's louder than a Saturday riot. Sirens and steam and a man selling roses on the street. Trying to read the bones at 2 a.m. Can't hear myself think, can't sleep. Back home the ancestors speak soft when the fire's low. Hear they're shouting over traffic just so I can hear and know. This is the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, so they say. Well, neither do my ancestors act, they're up all night every day. Taxis honking, sirens singing, someone's always awake. Between the noise and the spirits, I don't know which one's fake. Never sleeps, never quiets, never once stands still. Guess if the city don't rest, then the ancestors won't either. Ja, they will not chill. Tried to do a read around midnight in Times Square. Ancestor said, not here, boat. Way too much light, way too much glare. Found a quiet stoop at 4, finally caught a breath. Ancestor said, finally, and I said, same. To be honest, no jest. Back home the stars come out and everybody sleeps. Here the lights never dim and the whole city keeps. This is a city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, so they say. Well, neither do my ancestors act, they're up all night every day. Taxis honking, sirens singing, someone's always awake. Between the noise and the spirits, I don't know which one's fake. Never sleeps, never quiets, never once stands still. Guess if the city don't rest, then the ancestors won't either. Ja, they will not chill. A cab driver asked me at 5 a.m. was I doing alright? I said, Bo, I've been arguing with dead relatives all night. He said, welcome to New York, and just kept driving on through. I said, Ja, fair enough, and I guess that's true too. This is the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, they weren't wrong. Neither do my ancestors, turns out they came along. Taxis honking, sirens singing, dawn's already here. Guess between the two of us we'll finally get some peace this year. Still speaking plain and steady, wide awake and true. Guess the city and the ancestors both got plans for you. Ja, it's 6 a.m. I need coffee. The ancestors want coffee too. We're gonna get coffee.
Hey G, so I'm walking down the street, minding my business, and there's steam coming up from the sewer, right next to a man selling hot dogs. Nobody else even notices. I said, brother, do you smell that? He said, that's just Tuesday, cat. Back home the smoke that rises means the ancestors are near. Here the smoke just rises cause the sewer's got no fear. Bought a hot dog from a cart right there on the corner. Ate it standing next to steam, felt like I was in a sauna. Back home we know the difference, spirit smoke from something worse. Here it's mustard, onions, and a smell that feels like a curse. Got hot dogs and the underworld right here on 8th and Main. Ancestors trying to speak, but the sewer's got its own domain. Man selling dogs for $3, like it's nothing at all. Steam rising up around us, don't nobody stop, don't nobody stall. Still tastes better than it smells. That's the New York way. Guess even chaos needs a little mustard. Hey, okay. his cart's about to get a permit issue. He said, man, how'd you know that? I said, boy, I just knew, boo. He gave me a free hot dog, said, keep that to yourself. I said, fine, but next time, throw some onions on for well. Back home we read the wind and read the fire's glow. Here I'm reading steam and mustard, and somehow I just know got hot dogs and the underworld right here on 8th and Main. Ancestors trying to speak, but the sewer's got its own domain. Man selling dogs for $3, like it's nothing at all. Steam rising up around us, don't nobody stop, don't nobody stall. Still tastes better than it smells. That's the New York way. It's even chaos needs a little mustard egg, okay. A tourist asked me, was the smell spiritual or just gross? I said, my friend, in this city, it's honestly both, so close. He asked for a reading right there by the car. I said, fine, but hold my hot dog. This part needs my whole heart. Got hot dogs in the underworld, and somehow it all works out. Ancestors and onion, that's what this city's about. Steam rising from below it, like the whole street's alive. This town's got its own kind of magic, mustard and all still fried. Still speaking plain and steady, still telling it true. Guess even sewer steam can't stop what I came here to do. Yeah. And no, the smell was not spiritual. That one was just a sewer I checked.
Hey, they said New York, the city that never sleeps. Nobody warned me my ancestors don't sleep either. It's 3 in the morning and the taxis are honking, and my great-grandmother is telling me to check my landlord's paperwork. Back home by 9 o'clock, the whole town's gone quiet. Here at midnight, it's louder than a Saturday riot. Sirens and steam and a man selling roses on the street. Trying to read the bones at 2 a.m. Can't hear myself think, can't sleep. Back home the ancestors speak soft when the fire's low. Hear they're shouting over traffic just so I can hear and know. This is the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, so they say. Well, neither do my ancestors act, they're up all night every day. Taxis honking, sirens singing, someone's always awake. Between the noise and the spirits, I don't know which one's fake. Never sleep, never sleeps, never quiets, never once stands still. Guess if the city don't rest, then the ancestors won't either. Ja, they will not chill. Tried to do a read around midnight in Times Square. Ancestor said, not here, boat. Way too much light, way too much glare. Found a quiet stoop at 4, finally caught a breath. Ancestor said, finally, and I said, same. To be honest, no jest. Back home the stars come out and everybody sleeps. Here the lights never dim and the whole city keeps. This is a city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, so they say. Well, neither do my ancestors act, they're up all night every day. Taxis honking, sirens singing, someone's always awake. Between the noise and the spirits, I don't know which one's fake. Never sleeps, never quiets, never once stands still. Guess if the city don't rest, then the ancestors won't either. Ja, they will not chill. A cab driver asked me at 5 a.m. was I doing alright? I said, Bo, I've been arguing with dead relatives all night. He said, welcome to New York, and just kept driving on through. I said, ja, fair enough, and I guess that's true too. This is the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, they weren't wrong. Neither do my ancestors, turns out they came along. Taxis honking, sirens singing, dawn's already here. Guess between the two of us we'll finally get some peace this year. Still speaking plain and steady, wide awake and true. Guess the city and the ancestors both got plans for you. Yeah, it's 6 a.m. I need coffee. The ancestors want coffee too. We're gonna get coffee.
Every corner's got a story. Ag, man, every single corner in this city's got something going on. Somebody's selling something. Somebody's selling everything. Somebody just standing there selling attitude for free. Corner of 8th, there's a man selling watches real cheap. A woman on Main hasn't seemed to sleep in a week. Preacher yelling about the end of days, right next to a guy juggling knives just for the praise. Back home the streets go quiet once the sun goes down. Here every corner's a circus, every single one in town. Every corner's got a story, New York wild as it can be. Underbelly and the glitter all wrapped up in one city. Sassy, loud and beautiful, ain't nobody home. Every corner's got a story, and baby, so do I. New York, New York, you wild, wild thing. Every corner's a whole show, every corner sings. Saw a man propose right next to a fake Rolex stand. Saw a wedding and a breakdown, both happening unplanned. Threw the bones once just to see what they would say. They said, brother, don't ask, just watch, this city does it its own way. Every corner's got a story, New York wild as it can be. Underbelly and the glitter all wrapped up in one city. Sassy, loud and beautiful, ain't nobody home. Every corner's got a story, and baby, so do I. New York, New York, you wild, wild thing. Every corner's a whole show, every corner sings. Lady on the corner told me my aura's a little basic. I said, ma'am, respectfully, you're selling incense out of suitcase. She said, touche, gave me a discount on the sage. New York, you are something. Every single stage, every corner's got a story. Wildest place I've seen. Every corner's got a story, every corner's got a scene. Underbelly, glitter, chaos, hustlers and the saints. This city's got no ceiling, this city's got no restraints. New York, New York, you wild, wild thing. Every corner's a whole show, and baby, so is everything.
Every corner, every corner, every corner sings.
I came here to heal people.
Every corner,
turns out this city's the one that needed healing.
Every corner,
every single corner of it. Doctor and the healer. Ag, she's a doctor, New York City. White coat, big degree on the wall. And me, I'm just a healer with some bones and a shorba. Funny how the ancestors led me straight to a mailbox.
every single day. She checks that mailbox every morning, 11 sharp, waiting on a license, waiting on a whole life start. I stand there with her, don't say much, just hold her hand. She says, what if today's the day? And I say, I understand. She trusts the science, I trust the bones and sky. Somehow between the two of us we found a reason why. She's a doctor in New York, I'm a healer just the same. Two different kinds of magic, but we're calling it one name. She reads the charts, I read the spirit, both just trying to heal between her science and my ancestors. This love, it's real. Waiting on that envelope, waiting side by side. Whatever it says tomorrow, girl, I'm still your healer, still your guide. She stitches wounds with steady hands, degrees up on her wall. I mend what can't be stitched, the parts that others can't recall. She laughed the first time I threw bones right on her kitchen floor. Now she asks me every morning, well, what they saying? What's in store? She trusts the science, I trust the bones and sky. Somehow between the two of us we found a reason why. She's a doctor in New York, I'm a healer just the same. Two different kinds of magic, but we're calling it one name. She reads the charts, I read the spirit, both just trying to heal between her science and my ancestors. This love, it's real. Waiting on that envelope, waiting side by side. Whatever it says tomorrow, girl, I'm still your healer, still your guide. She asked me once, do your ancestors know if I'll get it? I said, my love, they don't do exam results, but they're with it. They just say you've worked too hard to lose this now. She smiled, kissed my cheek, said, your ancestors are alright somehow. She's a doctor in New York, I'm a healer standing near. Two different kinds of magic, but our love is crystal clear. She heals with science, I heal with spirit, both just trying to give between a white coat and my shore bar. This is how we live. Whatever's in that envelope, whatever it may say, I'll still be right here loving you, healer and doctor, come what may. Come on, let's go check the mailbox together. Whatever it says, ja, we'll be alright. I already know that part. Africa in New Orleans. You won't believe this. I walked into New Orleans with my bones in my pocket and my shorba in my hand, and brother, I swear I found Africa right there. Between the jazz and the gumbo, my ancestors were sitting pretty, waiting on me the whole time. Threw my bones down on bourbon, they lit up like a flame. Held my shorba high and the street knew my name. Chinese fella on the corner sign said deep massage, $5. I said, brother, that's a bargain. He said, sit down, no rush. Some English lad walked up to a lady bold as he could be. Said, you wanna get out of here? She smiled and said, follow me. Found a little Africa in New Orleans, bones in hand, shorba too. Second home from home ancestors, is this really true? They picked up the vine right here, said protect your family, boy. New Orleans, you wild and holy joy. A little bit of Africa in everything you sing, a little bit of home in every single thing.
She told the English lad, go to the lodge, turn right at the horses. He nodded like he understood, but he was lost. Of course, he turned right at a carriage stand instead of where she meant. Ended up in someone's wedding, thought that's where he was meant to be. Groom looked at him confused, said, mate, you're in the photos now. English lad just shrugged and said, well, cheers, I'm not sure how. Found a little Africa in New Orleans, bones in hand, Shabba-too. Second home from home ancestors, is this really true? They picked up the vine right here, said, protect your family, boy. New Orleans, you wild and holy joy. A little bit of Africa in everything you sing. A little bit of home in every single thing. Chinese masseuse said, $5, very good, very deep. I said, ma'am, my Shoba's already done the work, but okay, let's see. Meanwhile, that English lad still in them wedding photos, grinning wide. Best day of his whole trip, and he don't even know the bride. Found a little Africa in New Orleans, and it found me too. Bones don't lie, Shoba don't bend. Ancestors, thank you, they picked up the vine right here. Said protect your family, son. New Orleans and my homeland, somehow they became one. New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans. You wild and holy thing. A little bit of Africa, a little bit of home tonight, a little bit of home tonight, a little bit of everything. Turn right at the horses. She said, that English lad turned right at everything except the horses. Bless him, New Orleans will teach him eventually.
Bones at Grand Central. So I got lost in Grand Central looking for the 6 train. Ended up standing under that big gold clock for 45 minutes. Turns out that's not a lost and found. Turns out that's a job now. A man stopped to ask me which way was uptown. I looked at his face and said, son, sit down. Told him his father's still angry, but not at him, at the will. He said, how'd you know that? I said, the ancestors don't do small talk, they just build. Back home, a healer works under a big old tree. Here I work under a 4-face clock while the whole world rushes at me. I got bones out at Grand Central, spread under that gold-face clock. Commuters missing their trains cause they didn't want to stop. Told a woman her mother's ring was in her sister's coat. She caught her sister crying, found it in the left-hand pocket. I take no note, still speaking to spirits over the 4, 5, and 6. This city came for the train, now it's staying for the fix. A banker asked, was he gonna get that big promotion? I said, no, but you're gonna survive the demotion. He laughed like I was crazy, tipped his hat and walked away. Called me from the unemployment line 8 days later to say, back home we don't rush grief, we let it have its hour. Here they've got 4 minutes till the next train devours. I got bones out at Grand Central, spread under that gold-faced clock. Commuters missing their trains cause they didn't want to stop. Told a woman her mother's ring was in her sister's coat. She caught her sister crying, found it in the left-hand pocket. I take no note, still speaking to spirits over the 4, 5, and 6. This city came for the train, now it's staying for the fix. By the evening rush, there's a line past the info booth. One wants to know about her boyfriend, one wants to know the truth. One just wants to know if his dead dog's doing fine. I said, he's fine, but he's chewed through your Wi-Fi line again. I got bones at Grand Central, and Grand Central's got me too. Under that gold clock, Turns out there's nothing new, everybody's lost in this station. One way or the other, told the truth to 1,000 strangers, sent everyone home to their mother. Still speaking to spirits, still telling it true. Guess the ancestors take the 6 train, same as you. And no ma'am, I don't know which platform your soulmate's on. Try the oyster bar, that's where all the loose ones end up. Bones at Bethesda Fountain. So I'm sitting by the fountain minding my business, and then a man in sunglasses the size of dinner plates sits down next to me. Turns out he's very famous. I didn't recognize him. That apparently was the most refreshing thing that's happened to him all year. He said, "You don't know who I am." I said, "Should I care?" He said, "I got 12 million followers." I said, "Does one of them care?" He laughed for the first time in what looked like a while. I planted my shore, said, "There's the real smile." Back home a man's worth ain't counted in views. Here they measure a whole life in retweets and reviews. Got bones at Bethesda shore by the angel's wing. Told a famous man the truth and watched him lose everything, then find everything. Ancestors don't do fan pages, but they see right through the fame. He's not living the dream, he's just lonely, and baby, that's a shame. Say it with me soft now, let the water agree. Bones at Bethesda, ancestors don't do the movie screen. His assistant asked me quiet, will he ever slow down? I said, not till something breaks him softly, not with a sound. 3 weeks later, he canceled the tour, told everyone why. Said the South African healer by the fountain, and nobody asked me to lie. Back home when you're tired, the whole village lets you rest. Here you gotta announce it first, then hashtag blessed. I got bones at Bethesda shore by the angel's wing. Told a famous man the truth and watched him lose everything, then find everything. Ancestors don't do fan pages, but they see right through the fame. He's not living the dream, he's just lonely, and baby, that's a shame. Say it with me soft now, let the water agree. Bones at Bethesda, ancestors don't do TV. By evening there's a line past the angel down the stairs. One's famous, one's nobody, both of them scared. One just wants to know if the fountain grants a wish. I said no, but I do, and mine's that you'd stop performing for a bit. Got bones at Bethesda, and Bethesda's got me now. Told a famous man the truth, and somehow that's what brought the crowd. Ancestors don't do fan pages, but they never miss a thing. He's not living the dream, he's just human, and baby, that's everything. Say it with me loud now, let the whole park hear. Bones at Bethesda, ancestors bring you near. And no sir, the ancestors don't do autographs. They don't know what verified means, and they don't care how many followers you've got. They just want to know if you're eating. Are you eating? Go home, eat something. Oh, and thank you for the singing gig. The ancestors don't do bookings either.